just a quick video of the maintenance to be done. So this is the pump. You can see there's a handle up here. It's currently on filter, and so this means that it's filtering the water. And over here is the on-off button. So before making any changes, you always lift the cover and then push the off button so that it stops. And then turn this closed. Okay, so now that means it's no longer taking water from the swimming pool. Then we undo this bit here. Okay. So take this out here first. Keep that safe. And then in the garden, there's this hose here. Okay, so this has to go onto here. 2 seconds. So try to keep it straight, and this you have to screw on all the way until it's nice and tight. Okay, that's nice and tight, so that's water thing. Now we can put this onto backwash. So the backwash there, you can hear the water's now going out there, and this is going to clean. So then put it back on, press the button, and we leave it a couple of minutes, well, at least until this water here is clear. So leave it about 2 minutes. At the under end of this, so this one here, and I'm going to put this all the way over here so that the water, all the dirty water, goes into the drain like that. Okay, so we're after a couple of minutes. I've left it about 3 or 4 minutes. You can see here that the water's nice and clear. So we'll stop, always stop first, okay? And here, turn this now, this handle, around to rinse. Okay, so there's rinse there, so my little one is here. Here, not more than 10 seconds, so turn on. So this is now rinsing the filter. So you can see it's all nice and clear going through there. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And off. Okay, so that's now nice and rinsed. Okay, so turn this back to closed. Okay, so now I've closed it to the swimming pool. I can now undo this. Let's take this off like this. It's got a long screw. Okay, and then take this elastic rubber girt goes in like that, okay, and then the top. So I'll make sure it's quite tight. Okay, now I'm just going to put away the pipe, leave the pump about 5 minutes idle so that the sand settles back into the filter. So with the pump, so with this, while it's waiting for it, I just take this and I lift it up over my head all the way. So I go back towards lifting the pipe and go up so that all the water which is in it is coming out over here. So we can see that in the drain the water's coming out. So while we're waiting for the sand to settle down, 2 things to do. One, so in the swimming pool, in the skimmer here, so you see that here the bleach pastel is gone, so I put another new one in there. These are in here. You see there's several ones here. It's this one at the back. Okay. And if we open this one here, you can see that they're like big tablets. Try not to breathe when around it because it does smell very strong. We'll put this into the swimming pool. So open the packet, and then basically in here, so I put this up, that plastic into the skimmer. Can't actually see what I'm filming here, but that's easy. So that is the bleach. It's about every 3 days we need to put a new one in, so it slowly dissolves in there. Next thing to do, so that's the bleach done. We now need to take one of these. Okay, this is in here. We need to test the water. Okay. So in here. Just take one of these here. Okay, let's keep this closed. Okay, so tap, take it to the swimming pool. We'll just go once in the water like that, and then count to 15. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And here, scale, and we check the colours. So here we can see that the pH is quite low, it's 68. That's where we want it. We want it on these two, because when it gets up here, it's not great. So my pH is fine. Here I need to test my chlorine levels. So here I can see that my chlorine is about right. Okay, so chlorine is okay. It's in the okay bit. So yeah, it's probably a bit high, but that's okay. It's not going to hurt anyone. And alkalinity. So here it's 40. Again, this is a little bit low, but you know it's acceptable. The last one we don't need to worry about. I mean, it's always down here. We don't care. Now, if the pH is too high, the chlorine doesn't work. So that's where this is the second container here. Okay. So it's called pH minus. So this will actually reduce the pH. Inside, it's like a powder with a cup. So if the pH is getting high, so it's going more into the red level, put in 2 of these full and just throw it into the swimming pool. You know, so I'll just put a little bit in here just to show. You know, so you just take the powder, throw it in the swimming pool, and then that'll dissolve, and that'll actually reduce the pH. Okay, again, do that each time you renew the capsule, and it'll be fine. And last but not least, once a week, there's this. So this is called disalgin. So this gets rid of all the algae. Yeah. Again, just once a week. So you know, I do this like every Sunday. You put 4 capfuls of this and just tip it into the water over the skimmer. So that way it goes through the filter, and that way it cleans the filter and it gets any bacteria out. And that's it. So we're about 5 minutes later. So here the engine is still off. So now I can put this back to filter. Okay, make sure he's nice in. He's in the filter position, and then start up. Okay, so there he's starting. Okay, and if we go over to the pool, what we can see here is that it's sized up. So there's lots and lots of bubbles come out. Don't worry, it's just because we've just cleaned the filter and we've just done a backwash and things. There's a bit of air in it. It cleans after a couple of hours. Let me know. What's interesting is, you know, if you put your hand into the stream, it's actually quite strong. You know, so you know it shows that I've got all the dirty stuff out, and the filter's nice and clean because it's coming out nice and strong. If you notice, you know, if you're looking in the pool, if you're in the pool and you find that the jet is not very strong, then that's time. It's a good sign that it's time to do a backwash and a clean of the filter. Last thing about the level. So we can see here, over there, we're about 1.5 things down, which means it's getting a little bit low, because over here we like, you know, we go over 2. So I like to keep it so that the water level is just above just below, the last line of the pool. So there I'm going to add some water now. So this is over here. What you need to do here, so I'll show you this. So first, rubber, where's the end of the, there it is. Just put this in the pool. Sorry about it moving about. Put him in there, and then here you need to turn on the water, and then on here push the tap button, and here we can see this says 40 minutes. I generally put that up to 50 or 60, and that way it will fill up for an hour, and then it will turn itself off. Don't forget at the end of the day, turn this back off, because otherwise it will turn on automatically for 2 hours every day and add 2 hours of water, which we don't really want.